What the nurse told her when she called the hospital later changed everything about that Cabo trip. I texted our family group chat, "Emergency appendectomy tomorrow. Need someone to pick up Max from daycare." My sister Amber replied, "LOL can't. We're literally boarding for Cabo right now." Mom added, "Ask your neighbor. This trip cost us $3,000. I simply wrote, "Got it." My 4-year-old son Max had been asking all week why Aunt Lily and Grandma couldn't help when Daddy was sick. I told him they were on an important trip. He nodded seriously and said, "More important than you getting better?" The drive to the hospital at 5 a.m. was terrifying. Max's overnight bag was packed with his stuffed elephant and 3 days worth of clothes. Mrs. Chen, my 74-year-old neighbor, met us at her door in her bathrobe. She spoke broken English but hugged Max like he was her own grandson. "Don't worry," she whispered to me. "I take good care." What was supposed to be a routine appendectomy turned into a nightmare. Internal bleeding kept me unconscious for 18 hours. When I woke up, machines were beeping and tubes were everywhere. The surgeon explained I'd need to stay at least 6 days for monitoring. My phone had dozens of missed calls but none from family. Instead, there were voicemails from Mrs. Chen in her careful English. "Max eating good breakfast. He helped me water plants. He very good boy." Day 3, I was finally stable enough to FaceTime Max. He was sitting at Mrs. Chen's kitchen table, carefully folding dumplings with tiny fingers covered in flour. "Daddy, Mrs. Chen teaching me to make food. She says I'm very smart." He held up a lopsided dumpling proudly. In the background, Mrs. Chen beamed and gave me a thumbs up. That same day, my phone rang. Hospital administration. "Mr. Rodriguez, your mother called demanding to speak with your doctor about visiting hours. She was quite insistent about getting details regarding your condition. When we explained you'd been here since Monday with complications from emergency surgery, she became extremely upset. I was confused." "She called you?" "Yes. She seemed surprised you were here at all. She mentioned something about thinking you were being dramatic about a simple procedure." 30 minutes later, my phone exploded. "Mom, Daniel, why didn't you tell us you were dying?" "Amber, OMG, I'm literally shaking RN. I had no idea it was serious." "Mom again. We're booking flights home right now. This is insane." I was too weak to respond immediately, but I managed to piece together what happened through a friend who'd seen Amber's Instagram stories. She'd been posting beach content all week, including a story yesterday of Max eating breakfast at some random Asian lady's house with crying laughing emojis. The caption read, "My brother's parenting choices are wild. Like, why is my nephew at a stranger's house? Elmo." A family friend, Mrs. Rodriguez from church, had seen the story and called Mom in a panic. "Why is little Max staying with strangers? Where's Daniel? Is everything okay?" Mom had apparently brushed it off, saying I was being dramatic about a minor surgery and that I was probably partying or dating someone new while Max stayed elsewhere. But Mrs. Rodriguez kept pressing. "It's been 4 days, Maria. A 4-year-old shouldn't be away from his father that long unless something's really wrong." That's when Mom called the hospital, expecting to catch me in a lie about my minor surgery. Instead, she learned I'd been in intensive care while they posted beach selfies and mocked my parenting choices. They cut their $3,000 vacation short by 4 days, arriving at the hospital with guilty faces and duty-free bags. But when they rushed to Mrs. Chen's apartment to collect Max, something beautiful happened. Max didn't want to leave. He was sitting at her kitchen table, carefully practicing writing Chinese characters she'd taught him. When he saw Mom and Amber, he politely said hello, then turned back to his paper. "Mrs. Chen is teaching me to write thank you in Chinese," he explained seriously. "She says it's important to say thank you to people who help you." Mrs. Chen stood protectively near Max, her small frame somehow intimidating as she faced my family. In her careful English, she said, "This boy very good. He helped me. I help him. He not cry one time for Papa. Very brave." Mom tried to explain they'd rushed back as soon as they heard, but Max just looked confused. "But Daddy told me you were on an important trip. More important than him getting better." The silence was deafening. When I was finally discharged, Max asked if Mrs. Chen could be his Chinese grandma. She taught him to fold dumplings, water plants, and say basic Mandarin phrases. More importantly, she'd shown him what it looked like when someone actually cared. Mom and Amber spent the rest of their vacation doing my laundry and grocery shopping, but the damage was done. Max politely thanked them, then asked when he could visit Mrs. Chen again. 6 months later, he's fluent in basic Mandarin and calls her Nai Nai. She calls him her American grandson.